Panasonic once tried to borrow $7 from Olympus, and they were of course refused because they smelled like onions and walnuts. Today that very executive gave an interview with DP Review, showing why they suck at life, and today we discuss it.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the Planet Boy G9 Leica 15mm Tony 1.7. Does this have herpes detect autofocus? It does. Good time. Thanks, herpes, for revisiting me every now and then. I love you. We're trying something out. I've been experimenting outside. I think we've got it. We're in HLG H.265 because it's easier to edit. For some reason, the regular 10-bit 422 files, I struggle. I struggle in my computer. I can 4K 120p, no problem over here. Panic Boy, what are you doing? You better not be losing me ever. You have one chance to redeem yourself. So this can only be used in HLG. We've upped the exposure comp to +1. And then with the Cinematch profile of life, something. I don't know what I've chose, but a log to something good. And here we have the dynamic range of a unicorn meeting its black mother. That's racist. Panic Boy will always have a special place in my heart. It was my first professional camera. I went with the G85 over all others. I could have got the Sony a7S II, but you had everything I needed. The flippy screen, amazing autofocus, perfect stabe. I messed up with that Mitacon lens. That was on me. That was my bad. I didn't realize you had to stop down to 1.4 to get a decent sharpness. That hurts. I could have had the Leica. Let me tell you straight up, I'm gonna make fun of Panasonic pretty hard today. But if you own a Panasonic camera, you have an amazing piece of machine that I touched that thing. Oh man, I hope you didn't hear it. Better than most of my cameras. Every camera is good enough until you put it side by side with a Fuji or a Canon and you're like, ah, shit. Just don't ever do a side-by-side comparison, you're happy. You got a good camera. So I still love Panasonic, I just prefer every other camera that I have to it. But it's still good, I like it. So Panasonic did an interview with DP Review, and I took out a couple clips of the head scratchers. I was like, seriously? The first one, are you working on improving depth from defocus technology? And for those who don't know what that is, you focus on a depth from the focal point and then reacquire the focal point after the first 7 mistakes. And then you check 7 times, back and forth. Did we get it? No, we haven't. Smooth. Very smooth. Are you working on it to make it more competitive with phase detection autofocus from other brands? This is all we want from Panasonic. This is the only thing. They have like one of the best images, perfect stabe, usability, flippy. That flipper. Autofocus is a technology that is constantly advancing. With the recently released Lumix S5, we have evolved the DFD algorithm based on the needs and feedback of creators. Nobody needed your bullshit lies. The S5 was doable. You have improved it. He's not lying to us on purpose. It's just nowhere near. The reliability ain't there. The pulsing happens. It better not be. Did it get me, Phil? So smooth. Depth from defocus for life. And we have received a positive response from the market following the release. Who? Who gave it to you? Because they're not telling the truth. I've seen it. Every review, it's like, it's still struggling. It's good. It's better. Just it's still bottom tier. It's the worst of all the companies. It's better, but it's like if you're in a race, you have the Olympics, and you bring your kid to work that day, and the kid runs the race with you, he's still last place. Better than he would have done at kindergarten, inspired by the athletes. He's like, oh, wow, I can do this. He couldn't. He fell as well. Better than his kindergarten performance. It's still bad. However, we recognize that there are still issues that need to be improved to reach perfection. You're nowhere near perfection. You need to completely rewrite your whole program. You're not like close. Like, oh, we could perfect it. You're not even in the ballpark. We are currently considering further improvements, such as improving the processing capacity with new hardware and improving the accuracy. What are you saying? Is they're never gonna give up the depth from defocus way? They're just like, we could make it faster and pulse quicker. Pulses of light are meant from aliens, that's it. They come, oh no, I'm abducted. Aliens don't exist. It's a flat earth dome. Where would they come from? Underneath? Come on, be real with yourself. They're dimensional. In fact, my whole design, I might have to change that. That's iconic. I was brainwashed too, like you were once. You know what hurts? I forgot to put the black pro mist on. I've already filmed the whole video. That was the whole point. That's the only reason I made a video today, was to do this. Leica pro misting so hard right now. Oh, what could have been? Maybe I'll just put this clip over the whole video and I'll just dance. Please look forward to the evolution of our autofocus in the future. I wish I could say I would, but I don't. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be the same thing. We've improved it again. Now it can track your nostrils. Thank you. But just the smoothness of a phase detect. Eventually, Sony's going to move past phase detection to something new. We all know Sony's working on some subatomic tri-dimensional autofocus. The whole sensor senses your past life and just knows, it predicts your every movement. It senses time and just follows you. And then eventually, Panasonic will improve slightly their depth from D-loser bitch technology. So basically, if you thought Panasonic might have phase detect in the GH6, sing that song to sleep. His next point, to respond to this, which I didn't save the headline titled question, that's on me. We will strengthen both full frame and micro four thirds. So the question was, which are you gonna do? I think. In 2020, we responded to growing and diversifying demands with the Lumix S5, which offers functions recognized by professional. Recognized? What does that mean? Like a pro just looked at you really, oh, I recognize that has some specs in the camera. That means nothing. In a compact and lightweight full frame body. The Micro Four Thirds G100 for vloggers. Don't speak another word. You have crossed the line there. That's your worst release. That's what made me realize that I would never wanted another Panasonic in my house. I put this out on the lawn every night. I'm not going to sleep with a Panasonic hobo bitch in my life. It goes outside on the street where it belongs. I mean, are you kidding yourself? Thinking that nobody has bought that thing and uses it for vlogging. Why would they? You have a G85 with actual stabilization in it. The autofocus improved to a S5 level. You removed the only reason people buy Panasonic, the stabilization. It's lighter though. Who cares micro jitters now? What lens could you possibly use on that thing? You're forced to like a stabilized kit lens at best. You want a prime? Good luck vlogging with this thing. I could and have, and will again. Every time I try to vlog with a Panasonic camera outside, it's just constantly waving to the background, back to me. What's back there? None of your business. The only way to reliably vlog with a Panasonic camera, don't detect my hand. It did. Oh, that's rude. You have to either do the single boom, tap on your face, extend out. I've had enough. We're going back to manual focus. It's a little revealing. You can't see that, can you? The mic. So basically, your only real options for professional footage like this are either manual focus or that hack that obviously doesn't even work. They also had the guff to mention the BGH1, that little piece of box. I hate that thing. Really, even though it's not designed for me, and it's doing great on its Netflix extravaganzas, it's all brainwashing on Netflix. You think you're watching documentaries? It's not the truth. We also could have had the Black Pro Mist on the Laowa boy. The little Laowa that could. Or could we? Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Or is it good? I like it. It's a good shot. Just correct those. It's a good shot. I'll go. His last paragraph annoyed me because it mentioned the G100 again. That thing should have been discontinued on launch. Last year, we introduced the S5, compact lightweight body, high performance, both still images and videos, kind of, as long as you manually focus. On the other hand, in Micro Four Thirds, in addition to the GH5, 5S, G9, we introduced the G100. Why do you sound proud? It's like giving birth to a criminal, a drug addict criminal who robs your house every night. I still love you, son. Do you? That love runs deep. Highly portable, allows you to enjoy vlogging. Not one person enjoyed filming with that thing. I guarantee you, there's not one YouTuber with over 479 subs who actually did some research and chose on purpose the G100 over anything else, either from Panasonic or better companies. All that stuff. Who would ever do it? We need one thing, three things. Stabilization, autofocus, flippy screen. That last one, for vlogging, technically not even needed. As long as you can autofocus and expose well, not even needed. You have none of them. Except the last one. The least needed one. You have it. Yeah, let that sink in. Basically, I just hate that camera so much because we're looking for, could they improve a G9 for vlogging? And then they gave us that, which was worse in every way. And it hurt. It really did. I lost all faith in Panasonic. They're run by 90-year-old men. How many diapers are they wearing? A couple. I don't want a 90-year-old in diapers making the decisions when it comes to what features are in my vlogging camera. You have it, basically, G9, but phase detect pixels. We're done. I just think it's going to be tough for Panasonic to compete in the future with all these amazing companies coming out when they're sticking with contrast detect autofocus. And you could say, oh, professionals manually focus. Every lens is a fly-by-wire lens anyway. It's not even smooth. You need manual focus lenses like the Laowa. Panasonic, all you have to do is bring your autofocus system into the 1990s. And then we're good. So, what do you think? Does Panasonic stand a chance against the others in a camera battle to the death? With the Fuji and Sony and Canon and Olympus joining the L mount, kicking out Panasonic, sleeping with Leica and Sigma on the same night. I'm gonna go after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt with outdated fake alien technology. Subscribe for more videos, family.